Hey guys, it's Caroline at White Wolf Mystic. So I'm going to go ahead and do the November reading for the zodiac signs. Before I jump into the reading for the specific signs, I want to just briefly touch on what's going to be going on this month, astrologically speaking, and the energies that we'll be working with. If you don't want to watch this, feel free to just view the timestamps below and jump to your reading, okay? So basically, we are in Scorpio season right now. We'll be in Scorpio season until the 22nd of November. So Scorpio season is represented by the Death card in tarot. So if you look closely, this card is really about endings. It's a crossing. It's Mercury retrograde, y'all. I can't atone for any, mistakes of speech I may make. So it's a crossing over of a threshold. And so it's not just death in terms of physical death. It's death of a season, right? We're moving into the end of autumn, into winter. We're also shedding projects that may have been started at the beginning of the year. They're coming to a conclusion. On the other side of death is always rebirth. So it is a growth period. It is the conclusion right before a new beginning, right? And here we have in the background this gate or portal here in the back, which is leading to illumination and a fresh start, right? So whatever we are shedding in Scorpio season or letting go of or growing out of is making space for a new birth and illumination. And one of my favorite death cards of all the decks I work with is this one from the Shadowscapes Tarot, because it shows a phoenix, right? In order to become a stronger, more powerful animal, he has to burn up into flames and then reduce himself to ashes so that he can grow out of the ashes into something new and stronger and more powerful, okay? So that is kind of the phase we're all going through in Scorpio. It is a time of reflection, of turning inward, spending time with family. With this Mercury retrograde, Mercury gestation retrograde on October 31st, it'll be retrograde until the 20th of November. It's really a time to not focus so much on the external world and on productivity, and more focusing on the internal world and reflecting on our values, what's important to us, tapping into our psychic abilities, because Mercury retrograde is in Scorpio. So Scorpio is all about psychic abilities, psychological depth, healing, emotional healing, and just uncovering what's been hidden or hiding so that it can be healed, okay? And then we have Neptune stationing direct towards the end of this month, and that is going to bring about whatever intuitive development we've been working on this month. It's going to heighten that, and we'll be able to process things a little bit more clearly in terms of intuition goes, because Neptune is also the planet of delusion. So some things may be brought to light during this Mercury retrograde and when Neptune stations direct, so that we can proceed forward the rest of the year and going into next year with heightened intuitive abilities and a stronger sense of faith, okay? So for these readings, I am feeling called to go with a more Halloween theme, since I am recording this on Halloween, and we have Samhain, All Hallows Eve, and the Day of the Dead over the next few days. So I'll be doing these readings with some more Halloween themed cards. I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch Tarot with this, as well as the Halloween Tarot, and then some other oracle cards. And I will post below in the comments or in the description the names of all of these cards that I'll be using. Okay, so let's get started. Hello, my air signs. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for November. You can go ahead and jump down to the timestamps if you want to skip ahead to your sign. So what are we transforming in November in this Scorpio transformation energy? What do we have going on for, I'm going to start with Aquarius. What is Aquarius transforming this month? Mental repetition, okay? This could be anxiety. This could be overanalyzing, overthinking things, not going with the flow, surrendering. Let me see what else. I love these little cards. They're so cute. All right, Aquarius. What does this have to do with? Okay. Here I have the snake. This is a card of lies and deception. So with this, what I'm getting or immediately picking up on is perhaps someone did you wrong in the past, or you may be recovering from some heartbreak, or perhaps someone lied to you, and we are just like playing the situation over and over and over and over in our head, okay? And I'm getting that this is not helpful. It's actually keeping you stagnant at this point. It's always helpful to review past experiences in order to get information from them in terms of how we may want to act differently, or how we may need to set healthier boundaries going forward. So some processing isn't processing. This Mercury retrograde, I swear I can't talk. Processing may need to happen to get the lesson out of it, but then there is a point where it's no longer helpful and we are just fixating and obsessing on something somebody said or somebody did that just made you feel like crap. Okay, so let me get some more clarifiers on that. Okay, so I have King of Pumpkins. King of Pumpkins. I love these cards. King of Pentacles. So this could be a father figure. This could be an employer or a mentor. Definitely a paternal figure, whether it's a male or female, someone in a very like paternal role. That could be the source of this that we're just fixating on, this like not feel good energy. But when I pulled this card, it came out in reverse. So what to me that is also saying is that this is affecting your stability, your well-being, and possibly even your health at this point. This fixation on something that didn't work out or something that someone said. Again, this could have to do with an employer or a career or something of that nature, a project or an individual, but it's, you know, you're feeling like upside down. You can't see things clearly. It's causing you turmoil and it's affecting your well-being. Okay, so be mindful of that, Aquarius. Sometimes focusing on something too hard or for too long is no longer serving you. So let me get some more tarot cards to go with that. Okay, so I have the moon card. This could be a cycle that's ending. It's something that we need to let go of, okay? That this situation or this experience is now receding into the background and the experience is no longer serving you, at least in the physical realm. There may still need to be a little bit of processing that you need to do in order to move on, but I'm seeing that we're coming to an end because we're fixating too much at this point, okay? We need to move beyond this cycle, move beyond our emotions, and because we're also not seeing things clearly. The moon is a card of delusion, and we're not seeing things clearly at this point. We're obsessing too much or processing too much this situation that we're not seeing things clearly in anymore. So we need to get a little bit of space, okay? Two of Wands is a card of making a decision. I love this card. Isn't that so pretty? Of making a decision. Perhaps we need to walk away from a situation, or we need to remove ourselves from a situation, or maybe we just need to go towards something else, something that is igniting your passion, something that excites you, and in doing that you will shed this anxiety in this situation. So if you're feeling stuck or stagnant or obsessing over something, move forward into the direction of something that excites you, and then the other situation will fall away over time. Okay, this is a card of clinging to the past. This is a card of dwelling too much on what came before you. And what I'm seeing with this is we need to reverse this energy, so to speak, and focus on the present, on the here and now, on the people who do nurture you, who contribute to your stability and your well-being, people who are not in this energy, people who are in integrity, who are loyal to you, who you can trust, and focusing on those people, okay? Try not to dwell on the situations that didn't work out. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's not a reflection of your intelligence or your competence in any way. It just, you know, sometimes people do things or say things or things happen that are a lesson for us in terms of speaking our truth, speaking our needs, setting healthy boundaries, but then you got to move on, okay? Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on what inspires you and focus on the people that make you feel good, all right? And let go of this. Too much overanalyzing is what I'm getting with that. So So let me get a couple messages from Spirit to close out the reading. Communication is key. Okay, so with this, what I'm getting, possibly, we may need to offer an apology, right? This person is offering these flowers. We may need to offer an apology, or in order for us to move forward, we may need to communicate with this person. We may need to tell them how what they said or did made us feel. We may need to, if we're the ones that were in this deception energy, we may need to apologize. You know, sometimes we can be in this energy without even realizing or intending to. We're just doing our thing and we're not aware that maybe we broke a promise to someone, or maybe something that we said or did meant more to them than we thought. So we may need to make an apology. You may need to communicate your needs or express to someone else what they did to you or the circumstance that is causing you to be in this energy, okay, in order for you to move forward. So communication is going to be really important. See what comes up for you with this retrograde season, because Mercury will be retrograde until November 20th. It's not always the best time to have important conversations, but Mercury in Scorpio is going to shed light on lies and deception and guilt and shame that we may be carrying. So it may be a time for you to communicate. It may be the ideal time, and that's why this card is coming up. If not, if you're feeling really stuck or you're just not finding the right words to say and the clarity isn't there because we have this delusion, then maybe wait until the 20th once Mercury stations direct to have this conversation. But either way, the way forward to get unstuck is going to be communication, okay? Bite the bullet. One last message. Learn from the past. Oop, hello. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm saying? No. Learn from the past. That's what this card is about too. This is a card of nostalgia. So, you know, this repetition is serving you. This mental processing and mulling something over is serving you in that you're learning from it. But now it's time to close out that cycle. All right, so take the knowledge, take the wisdom that you need, speak your piece so that you can move forward, okay? But take the lesson. I'm seeing that's why we were in this repetition, this mental repetition energy, because there was still something there to be processed. There was still some truth that needed to be revealed, or a deception or a lie that needed to be revealed. But now we got to move forward. We have to move forward, create the world, the life that you want. So take those lessons, speak your piece, make an apology, or tell someone else how you feel, and then move on. You got to move on, okay? And that will contribute to your wisdom and your life experience. Elephants are very, very wise. So this experience is contributing to your inner strength and your wisdom. All right, Aquarius, moving on to Gemini. How you doing out there, my gems? Hanging in there? This has been a triggering year. We've been doing a lot of shadow work and duality and important work for the collective. But man, whoo, it's been a doozy. I don't know about y'all. All right, what are we working with in November? Geminis. Self-love. Self-love. Okay. Where specifically are we working on self-love? Dog. I love this. I love the dog. Dog is companionship, friendship, and loyalty. So what I'm seeing is that we need to extend that to ourselves right now. We need to take this rose, this peace offering, and extend it to ourselves. I can't speak for all of you Geminis out there. I can only speak from my own personal experience, and I know that I did a lot of shadow work this year. There was a lot of triggers, a lot of processing, a lot of revelations, a lot of healing. So if you guys are sharing that experience, you know, this is almost like, this is an energy of exhaustion is what I'm getting. So I don't know if you Geminis are out there feeling that too. Just like this year was a doozy and you did a lot of personal work, but now you're just tired. So what I'm seeing is, and here we have a 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. That's a closing out of a cycle. That's the end of a cycle in numerology. So the way that you're going to get through this and process this is by being this loyal, faithful companion to yourself right now for the month of November. All right, so let me pull some tarot cards to clarify. So we have the Hanged Man. This is a card of spiritual growth, of seeing things from a different perspective, of enlightenment. I definitely feel like this is a year of enlightenment for you Geminis, and this is all coming to a head this month. We're going to see how these lessons and this self-work that we've been doing, how it's going to play out going forward. So we're going to start to see the different perspectives, the different realities that we've created for ourselves with all this self-work. But in order to fully process that, I'm seeing we're going to need to take some time and spend some time in reflection, and to really meditate or journal and just reflect on what we've learned. Offer ourselves this rose of, actually, it's yellow. I think yellow roses are roses of friendship. So maybe spending time with friends, people that it doesn't require a whole lot of energy to be with, you know, people in your social groups or in your family that are a safe haven for you, because there's going to be some internal processing that's going to be done this month. This is the culmination of all the work that we've been doing this year. I'm seeing will come to a head this month, and we'll start to understand what it all was for, but we're a little bit drained, that's all, okay? So we need to spend some time with those that we care about. Let me get a few more tarot cards. Okay. So what I am getting from this is Ace of Pentacles. There are going to be some new projects, new opportunities, possibly even new relationships on the horizon, because we've done all this work of shedding what no longer serves us, shedding what's toxic. It's going to bring in people and circumstances that are going to be more loyal, that are going to be more stable. So this is a card of new relationships and new opportunity. What I'm getting with this Queen of Cups is that they're going to be nourishing to our soul. Like, this is such a beautiful energy. Sometimes this can be the card of a martyr, of the martyr, but I'm not seeing that. I'm not picking up on that here. I'm seeing that by surrounding ourselves with people that care about us and that are loyal. These people are going to be nourishing our soul. See this offering, this water and this shell? It's like a blessing. It's going to be nurturing to our soul, which is what we desperately need right now after all the work that we've been doing. And then we have 10 of Cups. This is a card of family. This is a card of fulfillment and joy. So I do see that this work we've been doing this year, you know, challenging our perspectives and our beliefs and looking at things from a different point of view and shedding old beliefs and people and circumstances that were no longer serving us. We're going to see the culmination of it this month. It may just be a glimpse, because these things do take time to develop. This is like a seed that's being planted, and it is growing and starting to bear fruit, but it's not a whole garden just yet. But I do see we're going to start to get a glimpse of the work we've been doing, and we're going to understand how it was serving us and how it will contribute to our fulfillment going forward. But again, rest and spending time with loved ones and those who nourish our soul is going to be key. So let me close out the reading for Gemini with a message from Spirit, a couple messages from Spirit. A fiery climax approaches. Yeah, baby. So this is full moon in Aries. We just had the full moon in Aries a few weeks ago. So I'm seeing that we've done some shedding as a result of that, and we're going to start to see the results this month. So trust that all the work that you've put in this year, all the shedding, all the duality, the shadow work, everything, it's going to come to to a climax now. Okay, so that we can get to this new growth, this new opportunity, new relationship. One last message from Spirit. It makes a lot of sense because we're in Scorpio season, right? This is the death cycle. Death, so that there can be rebirth. So I'm seeing that this is the death cycle for Gemini. All the work we've been doing is coming to a close now so that there can be rebirth and new beginnings, right? Think on your feet. Think on your feet. Okay. I want to just get a clarifying card with that. This is kind of a different energy from what I was reading before. Okay. Here we have 6 of bats, which is 6 of swords. So with this, think on your feet. I am seeing that as we are seeing things from a new perspective, we've reached this place of enlightenment. We may need to walk away from some people or situations that are no longer serving us, in order to focus on those that are loyal, in order to focus on opportunities that can bring us longer lasting stability. So I do see there is still a little bit of shedding that we have left to do. And we'll know in the moment. So just trust your gut, Gemini. Trust your intuition. Whatever is no longer serving your new perspective or the new reality that you're trying to create, just have the courage to let it go. Okay? And spend time with those who nourish you. And trust that it is all going to lead to greater joy and fulfillment. You've done good work, Gemini. Be proud of yourself. You are almost there. This year is almost over. And just trust that you're going to start to see now the fruits of your labor and all the work that you've done. All right? So, Libra. Let's get to Libra. Libra. What are we? Woo! Hold on. All right, well, 2 cards flew out, so we're going to do both. Libra in November. What are we transforming? Okay, we've got reliable and listen to your body. All right, so what I'm getting with this is your body is reliable, if that makes sense. Like you can trust your body in the messages that it is sending you. So if it is sending you signals, you know, both of these cards are kind of purplish too. This is like third eye is what I'm getting. Intuition. Intuition is going to speak to you through your body this month, and that you can trust the messages that it's sending. So if your body is sending you signals that you're really tired, trust that and get some rest. If your body is sending you signals that it wants to play or wants to go out and exercise, trust that too, right? Whatever it is that your body is telling you, if it's wanting you to eat certain foods, even if they may not be in alignment with your diet or what you currently eat, trust your body's cravings. I'm not talking about addiction cravings because that's different, but whatever it is that your body is telling you, whatever signals it's sending you, to trust those. Trust those this month. Okay, that's how your intuition is going to come through for you. Let me pull Lenormand card. Yeah, I'm getting health with this. Pay extra attention to your health this month, Libra. It's definitely a time to really ground yourself. You may be a little bit burnt out after Libra season. There were a lot of planets that were in Libra. Mars is still in Libra currently for another couple weeks. So you may be exhausted, you may be burning out, and this is just listening to your body when it comes to health, because the messages your body is sending are reliable. All right. Let me pull some tarot cards to clarify. Okay, so I have King of Imps, which is King of Wands. This is a card of passion, of inspiration. So I'm seeing that we may need to make room for that this month. We also have the Magician, which is a card of creativity. It's a card of taking charge, of leadership, of really just manifesting from a place of passion and inspiration and in alignment with your higher calling. So what I'm getting with this is it's important that we look after our health, because there may be opportunities coming your way that are going to allow you to grow in your career and your creative projects, but you're not going to be able to fully hold space for them if you're exhausted. Okay, so listen to your body when it's sending you signals to rest. Even if you think that you have a lot to do, you know, just pay attention to what your body's telling you, because there are more opportunities headed your way for you to step into your power and to create. But you can't do that if you're tired, if you're not eating right, if you're not listening to your body. Okay, so the keyword for November is embodiment for you Libras. Just being grounded in your body and listening to what it's telling you, even if you may not understand why it's asking you for more rest. If you've been resting plenty, if you know you got 8 hours but you're still tired and you're like, why are you telling me, body, that I need to sleep more? Just trust it, because it's trying to energize you, re-energize you for what's coming. Okay, let me pull a few more tarot. Yeah, okay, so we have the Tower, which is a crumbling. This is a card of spiritual awakening. This is a card of shedding what is no longer serving you. This is definitely a rapid shift in your reality. I'm seeing that this crumbling needs to take place for you to create going forward, but I definitely do see a crumbling happening, okay? This could be a change in your work environment. This could have to do with family, but there's definitely some things shifting. Some energies are shifting. We have 10 of Wands here, which is, you know, overburdened, taking on too much, trying to make everyone happy, trying to do everything, trying to get everything done, and it's going to lead to this if we aren't careful, which is why intuition is coming through the body this month. Okay, and then we also have Knight of Swords. So this is setting healthy boundaries, saying no when you can't take on more than you're able to take on. This could have to do with just being assertive and having open, honest communications with the people in your life. If you are needing to rest or to make changes because your body is asking you to, honoring whatever it is telling you, but doing so, you know, openly, honestly, communicate. Don't take on too much or make too many promises that you then have to go back on, or that you won't go back on. You'll try and fulfill because you don't want to disappoint anyone, but then it leads to burnout. All right, so just being extra mindful of your health and whatever it is that your body needs this month, because there are some creative projects on the horizon for you where you can exercise your passion or pursue your passion, but some things we need to restructure some of our priorities, say no to some things, you know, speak up for our needs, because otherwise we're just gonna burn out. All right, so let me get a few messages from Spirit, a couple messages just to close out the reading. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. I love this. This is very much in alignment with this card. Hold on to what you're wanting to create and what you're wanting to manifest, and be willing to let anything that is not in agreement with it to fall away. Okay, because you can't do all of it. One last card. Message from Spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, so yeah, taking it a little bit more slowly this month, Libra. I think a lot of you are burnt out from all the energy of Libra season, and we still have some really important work to do and some creative projects that are going to be coming your way, but we have to replenish. We have to replenish our energy. And so the way Spirit will be communicating with you in terms of what you need is going to be through your body. Definitely pay extra attention to your health, okay? And yeah, hold on to your vision, hold on to your dreams, because they're important, and some things are going to have to fall away, and that's okay. But just take things slow this month, all right? Okay, Libra, practice self-care. It's okay to say no. It's okay if not everyone's happy. You know, we're on our own journey and you have to take care of yourself. You can't take care of everybody else all the time. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Thanks for watching. Bye.